Hello everybody, Tommy Gaming here. Today I am playing The Sinking City, which, like Call of Cthulhu, is another game where you're a detective. I think this one's in the 20s. And you have to solve, H.P. Lovecraft-like mysteries. So let's get into this, shall we? Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of Stereo visions at Oakmont, Mass. Turns out your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we stumbled upon a source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself. Then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. If I read that right. Jesus Christ. Can you not glitch the fuck out, game? What the fuck? Okay, I think the game's a little bit delayed. Oh, holy fucking elder gods. Jesus Christ. The fuck kind of nightmare was that? Yeah, okay, we're doing that. I have no lore book. I have no main or side cases. How do I use the camera?
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Yeah, where the fuck's the camera? Okay, there. I took a better picture.
Never Never trust a tourist advertisement.
So, yep, let's... Oh, hi, you're a big fellow.
Take your belongings off my ship first.
Hope I never have to use it. But something tells me I will.
You bet your ass I'm gonna need that gun.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding.
Okay.
Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds...
Shit, I don't like the
Don't
sound of
judge a
that.
book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, thanks for your help.
Oh, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
That's not at all disturbing. So, for those of you who don't know this game, the Sinking City takes place in secluded fishing town of Oakmont, Massachusetts in the 1920s. A place that's not marked on any map and few people know how to find due to its remoteness. It has a long history of association with the cult, and many of its citizens are not eccentric, but, practitioners of occultism. So, that's kind of what I want to give out for that game, for this game. It's kind of all the information I want to give without spoiling anything, because I haven't looked into it myself, aside from the trailer. That's about it. So, oh my god, you can actually, jump off the dock and shit. I didn't think you could do that. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna swim. How do I get off of this? Well, okay then, that's how. There's a dude praying. The guy I was talking to is gone. That's an octopus. And now we have the map, so that looks like a store.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
You know, your words kind of make me think that you're not human.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just Refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins.
You
My
look like you're a
father
gorilla.
united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Yeah, well, don't be a dick, so...
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay, weird things over there.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Who is this K?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Where are the other guys?
Where are all the other guys?
Okay, he's just saying what I'm
Paul
thinking.
there on the
Jesus
floor.
Christ.
K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Okay, what happened to Paul?
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. K have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, K, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Well, okay, let's look around some more.
Choo-choo. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Okie dokie. What the fuck?
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
Okay, this one.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So that's a deduction, I think. Oh, okay. What about, that, okay. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Posed a threat to those splendid fellow fishermen. Okay, so it's that. And as an ends mounted, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be the reason to hate him. I can track Albert down. And the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene right after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Okay.
I gave you clear instructions.
I've said
did
everything I
not?
know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
So where's the boat? Where's the frickin' boat? Where's the lifeboat? Doo doo doo. Okay.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Bye.
You want a drink?
Okay, then I guess, like, there's nothing to talk about here. Jesus Christ, like...
What the? Get them! Oh! What the? Get them! Oh!
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
We can talk about the door.
You want a drink?
Oh, motherfucker. Howdy, boys.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off. The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Anything here we can use? God damn it. Why can't I jump out? What the fuck? So where's this lifeboat at? He looks just like me. I just want to know where the fuck is that a lifeboat? I mean, that looks like a boat.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Yeah, well, hey, dumbass, the port's locked, so...
I've said everything I know.
Great, let's see if we can't find anything down here. And this is the way I came.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Okay. Let's do some looking around.
I've said everything I know.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Damn. Okay, I don't know how to get up there, so... maybe shooting them will get them to move. I mean, I could. I really fucking could.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Is there like a save button? There is. Save it. God damn it. You know what I fucking tried? You said I was supposed to find some boat. I mean, if this wasn't blocked, I could go around, but you know. Okay, then. So, with that, everybody, we're running out of time with this episode. As usual, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.